Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. So like I promised, I wanted to kind of give you guys a few tips and tricks about the nutrition plan, because while today is all about kind of figuring out where you're at, tomorrow's going to be prep day, and prep day is huge. So some tips that I kind of wanted to give you. So I don't know if you're anything like I was, but I thought I knew how to eat healthy. I thought, oh, if I just consume fruits and vegetables, then I'm good to go. But what I found was, while I may be eating healthy, I was eating too much of certain things and not enough. So I might eat a whole bag of grapes. And while grapes are healthy for you, a bag of grapes contain a lot of sugar. So portion control and sizing is super duper important. And I don't know if you're like me, but I was like, oh gosh, those really convenient like 100 calorie snack packs, those are probably really good, right? Because I'm only getting 100 calories. But they're full of additives and preservatives and things like that really isn't fueling our body. So this program, the nutrition plan, is super important to follow. And guys, 80% of your results are gonna come from nutrition. I know that I've done workouts, and I don't know if you're like me, but you work out for like a month and you're like, wait a minute, the scale didn't change, I don't feel different, my clothes are still fitting the same, what's going on? And while it would be nice if we could just work out for a half an hour a day and get those results, nutrition is going to be a big factor. So that's why I really want us to all focus together and get a plan in place. So a couple tips: when you're going through your nutrition plan and you've got the categories of each food group, what you want to do is you want to try your best to stick with the top 1/3 of food. That's going to be your most nutrients dense, the really great foods. So the foods down towards the bottom are maybe not as nutrient dense, and maybe, like I think it's got bagels or breads and things like that on there. So while it's an occasional, try to stick with that top 1/3. And the top 1/3 is really going to get those great results and really push you, and it's gonna be awesome. So one other tip: when you're doing bread, don't do white bread, do wheat bread, or maybe even go one step and do the sprouted grains or the Ezekiel type bread. The Ezekiel breads you'll actually find in the freezer section. So that's a really good tip. If you're gonna do peanut butters, no Jiffy or Skip or Jif or Skippy. I don't remember. Anyways, none of that. You want all natural nut butter. So whether that's almond butter, peanut butter, make sure that the only ingredient is peanuts or nuts, and that's it. So we do Adams, and sometimes it'll have like that oil on the top, you stir it up, sometimes we'll just actually dump it out. It's really great, and honestly at first I didn't like it. I'm gonna be totally honest, and my kids didn't like it because we were used to the Jiffy and Skippy, or Jif and, you know what I mean. We were used to that. But over time, your taste buds are gonna change, because if you're used to eating a lot of processed foods, having other foods are gonna, they might seem bland or not as flavorful at first, but your body's gonna change and your taste buds are gonna adapt, and then pretty soon you're really gonna crave those. So that's another tip. Sorry, I put my notes right here so I don't forget. So one other tip: sometimes people will come to me and they're like, well, can I have this? Can I eat this? Well, what would this count as? And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you want great results, you need to stick to that list. So if you have a list of fruits or a list of vegetables or a list of meats, only eat what's on that list. Don't try to go off the list or try to say, well, here's another serving of protein that I have. It might not be on this list, but I know it's a protein. Stick to that list. It's really going to be helpful. Let's see, where am I at? I don't know. I think that's it. So anyways, guys, top 1/3 of those lists. I posted earlier an awesome link. So once you found out what calorie bracket you're in, you can click on that, and it provides you with all these really awesome ideas for meal plans, which was actually just released today. So I was freaking out. I'm like, I have to send this to you guys right away. So be sure that you guys know your calorie bracket right now, and you kind of make a list of, okay, well, here's the foods that I want to eat, or you even get a nutrition, or borrow from that meal plan and say, well, here's kind of what I want to do. Here's what my week's going to look like. And I'll just help tell you guys right now, for me, I stick with the same thing all week. So breakfast, I always do Shakeology. My morning snack is always steel cut oats with one purple container of fruit and then 2 eggs, which equal 1 red protein serving. For lunch, I will typically have like a protein source and then like a salad, or sometimes I'll do a protein source, quinoa and then some vegetables. For my afternoon snack, maybe I'll do some almonds and another fruit. And then dinner's kind of a little bit different, but I usually for dinner I try to stick with just a protein and a vegetable. So that's how I do it, and I will eat the same thing all week. So if you can do that, awesome. Keeps it really super simple, because you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is gonna be meal prep day. So for me, I go shopping Sunday after church, and then I meal prep, and guys, my meal prep is probably like 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'm set for the whole week. So people are like, I can't do that. You absolutely can. It is a trial, it is a process, so don't be discouraged if you're not like, right out the gate, you're like, I'm a rock star, because it does take time. It takes time to kind of tweak and see what works for you, and this works or this may not work, but enjoy the journey, guys. And once you get it down, it's gonna be so easy. It's not only gonna save you time during the week, it's gonna keep you from grabbing something less than healthy, because all your food's gonna be prepared and ready for you, and you're actually gonna save money. So I hope you guys have a fabulous evening. As always, if you have any questions, I want you to post in the group, because this is a very interactive group, and we want you to get the results. Like we said, that this group is all about transformations, and we cannot wait to see your guys' 30-day transformation. So be sure, if you have any questions whatsoever, be sure to ask, because I guarantee others will have questions as well. And what I'm gonna have you do, once you watch this, I want you to click like, so then that way we know that you've seen it, and then we can make sure that we're supporting you how you need to be supported. So I hope you guys have a great, great evening, and we will see you in the morning for prep day. Take care, guys.